Plagiarism is a problem that every student and every academic fears from. Well, in this post, I would like to share some information and some tips and advice, and also indicate some ways on how you can avoid plagiarism and how you can remove it from your academic writing and your thesis. I know, well, we all know the situation. It is most familiar to students and also to experienced researchers. It is late at night and you wake up turning from one side to the other in your bed and think about your writing or your thesis. And well, you wonder if you have done everything correct. Here, well, we will see and go through different ways of removing plagiarism from thesis. There are some traditional ways and there are also some helpful tools which I would like to share with you. So, first of all, it is important that if we are dealing with plagiarism, then that we are exactly sure what it means and which types of plagiarism exist. So let me start with a quotation from the Oxford University that sums it up. They say that plagiarism means presenting someone else's work or ideas as your own with or without their consent by incorporating it into your own work without full acknowledgement. All published and unpublished material, whether in manuscript, printed, or electronic form, is covered under this definition. As you see, well, this, unethical behavior to steal ideas, conceptions, models, theories, whatever writings from other authors and give it out as your own is something that we absolutely need to avoid in our academic thesis and in every writing, in every publication. So, well, now that we know what it is, let's have a look at the different ways and how we can avoid or remove it from our thesis. So, the first and let's say the golden rule is the correct citing and correct quotation. I think you are already familiar with this. Well, you know, every university has its own guidelines and requirements referring to the formatting and referring to how you should highlight direct quotes within your own writing. For example, they require that you put a direct quote into quotation marks, that if you shorten something from the original version, if you transform a detail of a text or a phrase, that you also mark this. So every transformation should be made visible and clear for the reader. And well, it is also possible that they ask you to separate direct quotes from the running text, that you write the direct quotes in italic letters, whatever. So look the requirements and the guidelines up and stick to this. Yeah. However, if you use some kind of quotation, this can be in a direct or in an indirect form. It is very important that you cite the author. So you need to acknowledge the author, even if it is your work. So if you wrote something that is in publication or that is already published or whatever, so don't commit the error and keep it out from citing, because this is called self-plagiarism. Then, well, let's go ahead, and I would like to present you two other ways, or three other ways, in fact, of how to avoid plagiarism. The first way, and yeah, the easiest and difficultest at the same time, easiest and most difficult at the same time, is the creation of your own sources. So if you create your own sources, if you write transcriptions of uh, interviews that you recorded by yourself, for example, then, well, this is, let's say, the easiest way, because you cannot actually steal material or give out material that you created by yourself. Um, yeah, this is new, and this is, yeah, the, as I said, the easiest and at the same time the most difficult way. Then there is also a possibility, which is paraphrasing. This means simply that you express things and issues or questions in your own words. This is like the additional way to direct quoting. What I can recommend is that if there is really a passage where you think at the first glance that you cannot, that it is impossible to say it, to express it in a better form, then include it as a direct quote, but otherwise seek to say and to express it with your words, with your vocabulary. And I also have a little recommendation, because I know it is very easy. If you read a page, well, it is very easy to to say it in your words if you still remember what the author wrote. What I can recommend is that you close the book and you think about the passage or the page that you read, and then you write it down. Well, only the essence, keep the unnecessary details out in your own words. Very similar is the summary. So this is the third way. If you summarize content, if you summarize and crystallize the essence, this is also a traditional way that helps you to remove plagiarism from your thesis. And well, then there are also some additional possibilities. For example, you can benefit from reference managers right from the start. Here, if you have a look at the possibilities offered by Citavi, by Zotero, by EndNote or Mendeley, and even the Word has, let's say, a simple reference manager. This is also something that you can make use of. There are some extended versions, but there are also free basic versions, and they already help you to manage your references and to not be in trouble when it comes to the final moment. If you want to be absolutely sure and avoid the sleepless nights before submitting your thesis, then make use of a plagiarism checker. In the related post, you can see a list of some of the most popular plagiarism checkers. There are also some additional information, like if they are complete, if they are easy to use, if there are some particularities. You will have the link where you can access directly to the versions. And you also have some information on the number of words or characters which are free. To give you an example, there is a Plagiarism Checker X or EduBirdie and also QText, which are some of the most popular. And also Grammarly has a basic version which helps you to avoid plagiarism. A very popular tool is also Turnitin. So have a look and try it out. It is very easy. Well, normally the functionality is as the following. You just copy a passage where you are not really sure if there is some plagiarism. You put it in the program like in a drag and drop system, and the program will highlight the moments where, yeah, there is some danger of plagiarism and tell you if you need to change something. Well, so this is the information that I wanted to share with you, referring to the question of how to remove plagiarism from your thesis. I also would like to invite you to subscribe and to access to the related post on our blog from my Thesis Academy. There you can find detailed and in-depth information, and you will also find the list and the access to the basic versions of the plagiarism checker. If you need in-depth help and tailored support, if you want to get more information and have more questions answered on how to write your thesis with great success and in the shortest time, then I also would like to invite you to my masterclass, which is free of charge and which you can access easily. And we also provide a campus with an extended thesis help. And there I can take you by the hand and show you how to get the best results for your thesis in the shortest time. See you there and enjoy your day.